All right, so guys, it's Crypto Clutch here. I'm just gonna quickly do an update on what we've done on the shed. So this is currently day 2 of me working here. So as you can see, we have all 4 panels already installed. We have the holes cut through the building to go out to the outside, and their panels are obviously mounted. Another thing we did is we did mess up a little bit. We accidentally cut the wrong measurement. We cut this board a little bit wrong, so I'm trying to decide if I want to go out and buy another huge board like this and then just only use a small part of it, or just make this one work because it's only off by a little bit, like 2 inches. So I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do with that yet, but you know, we'll see. It'd be held up by 5 screws instead of 8 like it's supposed to. I think we can maybe get this to work with like some bigger washers, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. I did buy some more supplies, I think, since the last time that I made a video. I bought some lights. There's more lights up there. And then I got the rest of the parts I needed, so like the wire and like the connectors and stuff that I'm gonna need. And I have the invoice from all the stuff I bought. It was about $2,000 worth of electrical stuff, plus about $1,000 for these electrical panels. So already the total for everything, and without it being installed or anything, is already at $11,000, and I haven't bought fans or anything like that. And the 5 fans that I'm looking at installing are about $300 each. So you know, that's, you can do the math on that. That's what, $1,500. So that's already going to be up to $13,500. Plus I have 3 18-inch fans over there, and I don't know if I'm gonna do the same thing. I probably will. We'll kind of have to see. And if I do that, that's gonna add like another probably $200 or $250 per fan. I might just do more 24-inch fans, I'm not sure. Then I still have to do all the intakes, so I'm probably still looking at, I had to spend another $4,000 ish between everything. Plus I still have to get the power company to run, well, they have to put a new transformer in down there next to that one. And then you can see where they're gonna plan on running the line. That kind of like newer grass right in there. That's where the current line is for the old shed, or the original shed. But basically what we did today is we just did some wood cutting on making that to size for the box out here, which I'll show you guys. So yeah, you can kind of see better. So right where that pink little wooden stake is, that's where they're gonna put a second transformer, 167 kVA, and they're gonna run the power lines all the way to here, and then obviously come up right here on our CT cabinet. So this is what the outside looks like now. We dug, it's about 2 foot 2 inches, I think, on that one, and this one was exactly 2 foot down, which left 6 foot above the ground on this one, and then it's like slightly less here, obviously, because you have to make it level. But you can see this is the back side of the panel, so if you look through here, you can see the shed through there. But that's where these are going to come out and connect into that big CT cabinet where I said we messed up on the thing. But this is where the meter box will be, and all the wires will come in through the bottom and go that way. But yeah, so this is what we did today, and honestly a lot of the work was just digging the post holes and then banging on the ground rods. If you watched my last video, well, my last series on this, that was also one of my least favorite part, and I'm still not done. But one of my friends has a ground rod driver thingy, and we're going to use that to finish this. It wasn't terrible getting it down to this point, but it's exponentially harder now from here down, and we have to go all the way down. We're going to leave like 6 inches up above the ground until we get like it inspected, and then once it's inspected, we'll hit the last 6 inches down. So it's mostly just so that they know that we actually did ground it properly, and he can approve my electrical so I can get it turned on. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we did. I don't really think so. It took probably, I think we were working out here for like 4 hours today. So if you kind of want to, if you're going to do this yourself, you can kind of get an estimate of, you know, it took me and my grandpa 4 hours to, you know, cut the wood, dig up the holes, repack the holes with the post in it, you know, make sure everything was level, and then install the panels. And then, you know, I was banging on those ground rods for several hours. There's two, if you look closely, there's a green wire. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but there's a green wire going behind there. I think you can maybe see it better on this one, but still, I don't know. But it's like right there, there's a ground rod somewhere right in here for this service. But there's 2 ground rods per 800 amp service, which is what the code requires. It's has something to do with the like size of wire. That changes how much grounding you need and how many ground rods, but they have to be at least 6 feet apart. So if you're going to do this, if you need more than 2 ground rods, which if you're doing 800 amps like what I'm doing, you're definitely going to need 2 ground rods, but they have to be at least more than 6 feet apart. So these are like 8 feet, so that's fine. But yeah, I don't really think there's much else to talk about. But yeah, let's go to sign off.